Welcome back, everybody. You know, Nashville is home to a variety of theater groups, each talented in their own right. One group, though, with a long, rich history here in Music City, and that stands out as an incredibly talented group of theater makers, innovators, risk takers, and passionate storytellers, is Actors Bridge Ensemble. I am happy to have the co-founder and artistic director, Valley Forrester, joining me, along with one of the Act Like a Girl participants, Brianna Townsend. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, it's my pleasure. I love the theater, Valley. And as I said, we have a lot of different theater groups here in Nashville. 20 years ago, though, you being from Nashville, being, you know, having the whole theater background, why did you want to start another one, and particularly one that's a little bit different?
Yeah, well, you know, 20 years ago, there was a few professional theater companies in town, but there was no one that was really dedicated to bringing new work, the kind of work that I was seeing in New York and Chicago. Nobody was really doing that here, and I wanted people in my hometown to be able to see that here without having to travel to New York and Chicago and LA and London. Yeah. And so I met a guy named Bill Fahili, who had just moved here from New York after having been an actor there for 15 years. And he was really interested in starting an actor training program for professional actors to study the Meisner technique. And so we married those two dreams and started a school for actors, as well as a professional theater company dedicated to provocative new work. Yes. Both the stuff coming out of New York and places like that, but also things that were being created here in Nashville.
Absolutely. And behind your name as a group are a lot of firsts. You know, the first to do this and the first to do that. One of the things that you're known for being the first at is creating the performance group Act Like a Girl. And I say group, but it's more of like a movement where you work with young girls like Brianna. So tell me, first of all, what exactly is Act Like a Girl?
Act Like a Girl is a writing and performance program for teenage girls between the ages of 12 and 18. That's what it started as, and since then it's grown into a movement, just like you said, you're totally right. A movement that reaches adult women, senior women, women in prison, sort of programs for women across the lifespan.
Wow. And Brianna is a 4-year veteran. I think the program's only been around, what, how many years?
12.
12 years. And you've been with it for 4 years. Tell me about your experience. How did you find out about it?
I found out about Act Like a Girl through my aunts and through my cousin Cynthia, because she thought that it would be a great experience for me, since I was so kind of like, I kept to myself a lot. And she thought
very smart, very academic is what you are. So
thank you. And she thought that I would benefit from it. So my first year coming into Act Like a Girl, I loved it immediately. It felt so warming to see all new faces that I never would have thought that I would ever meet. And meeting Valley for the first time was amazing, because she was so warm and so full of smiles. Yeah. And I loved it from the start, and that's why I keep coming back, because I love having the new experiences with new faces, with new girls every year, and having some friends to come back as well with me, not just being there by myself. I know that I can always find friends there, and we're so close with each other. It's not like we're different at all. We're like sisters. We all become sisters at the beginning and the end.
That sounds fantastic. Well, I know Valley and everybody's so proud of the fact you graduated high school recently and going to be going off to Tennessee Tech, but you're going to go back and help with Act Like a Girl, I understand.
Yes. I want to be a co-leader, because I stayed there for that reason, because I know that I love being around everyone, and I will love to know new faces, get to see new girls and see how they experience it, because I know that they'll love it just as much as I love it. So I'm just hoping.
You make me definitely excited about wanting to see some of the great things that you all have planned. And when we got to take a break. When we come back, you're celebrating 20 years, and there's going to be lots of world premieres going on and things that we're going to be able to see and hear more about Act Like a Girl. So we'll learn more about that right after this.